From the late 1800s through the 1960s, the citrus industry dominated the Inland Empire. The groves disappeared due to industrial and military development, paired with demands for housing.
So in San Bernardino County and Riverside County, you've seen a lot of warehouse development, fulfillment centers, consolidation centers, right? There's so many names that you can call a warehouse, where corporations like Amazon, Walmart, Target, they come in, they build these facilities.
Both industries treat their workers in similar exploitative ways, with low pay, temporary labor with few benefits, and often poor working conditions.
So my dad, Javier Roque, came from Aguascalientes, Mexico, in about the mid-1950s. And right away, he started working as an orange picker. He probably sometime maybe during the 1970s became a foreman. I just remember, a lot of times that people would come to our door because my dad was now the foreman, and they would ask for a job, as a picker. And I heard my dad quite often trying to dissuade them from actually going into picking because it was very, very difficult. There were long, long hours. The pay was very low. So however many bins they were able to pick, then that's how they were paid. So if you worked faster, you worked harder. So if they were, they met this, the requirements of the owner, then you were paid by the bin.
Today, Amazon monitors and tracks the movement of their workers to make sure they are meeting company-established pick rates, as citrus work once did. In both cases, there has been an astounding lack of worker protections. In the past, if a citrus picker was climbing up his ladder, fell and broke an arm, he was out of a job. If a warehouse worker injures themselves, so might they jeopardize their pick rate and their job.
So in communities like San Bernardino, in the Inland Empire, you have a lot of environmental justice communities where you have predominantly people of color. You have working class folks, right, that maybe live below the poverty line, or not only do they deal with that, environment, right, where they have a lot of truck traffic, where they have a lot of development, and they're seeing all these different developments, right? But they're also the same people that are working inside these warehouses. And inside these warehouses, the working conditions, they're not the safest. You have a lot of worker abuse. So even in our experiences with engaging with folks in the community, a lot of times they've told us that it's unbearable. It's unbearable to live like that, because of the stress that requires of these demands from these companies, but also just the overall living situations that they have, back at home. It's just another manifestation of capitalism, right? It's exploiting the same people that have been exploited for generations. Initially, it was through the farm workers, the braceros, right, who at one point worked in this region and all over the Southwest. It's maybe their great nieces or their grandchildren that are now working in these warehouses.